This is the story of Imam Reza and his kingdom. In 633 AD, one of the greatest civilizations on earth, the Persian Empire, witnessed the rise and spread of Islam in the region. Within a short span of time, Islam expanded to the four corners of the planet. The key to its success was the capture of Persia. The Islamic conquest of Persia led to the end of the Sassanid Empire and the eventual decline of the Zoroastrian religion. However, the achievements of the previous Persian civilizations were not lost but were to a great extent embraced by the new Islamic State.
Iran and Islam owe one another a debt of gratitude. In other words, Islam has had a critical role in constructing Iranian civilization. And on the other hand, Iranian scientists have played an important role in developing Islamic teachings.
حقیقتش را بگویم به دفعات به فکر کشتن او افتادم.
Although the combination of Islamic values and Persian wealth and culture resulted in the Islamic Golden Age, unprecedented wealth and power as well as Shia-Sunni disagreements divided the descendants of Prophet Muhammad and the ruling parties. The way forward for the greedy heads of states was to discredit the top religious figures. They knew if this family was around, their popularity would thwart their evil plans.
Ma'mun
definitely thought of Imam Reza as his sworn enemy. On the other hand, Imam Reza thought of Ma'mun as the ruthless caliph who had illegally assumed the caliphate, which was the right of Banu Hashim and the Prophet's successors, whom we call Imams. However, Ma'mun, as a cunning Abbasid caliph, tried to adopt a policy different from his ancestors. It must be noted that he did not so of his own accord. In fact, the pull of history forced him to make his peace with Imam Reza.
Ma'mun's political gesture was to pretend to offer the leadership to Imam Reza. The Imam's response was short and clear. If leadership was your right and Allah chose it for you, you do not have the right to offer it to another. And if it wasn't your right, then you do not have the authority to offer me that which is not yours. Eventually, Ma'mun, the Caliph of Marv, forcefully exiled Imam Reza from Medina to Khorasan, an area in the northeast of Iran.
The Imam was beyond the reach of Ma'mun, and the Caliph knew well that it would cause problems for the government. So, with a clever trick, he invited the Imam to Marv. After all, the Imam knew Ma'mun's hidden agenda, so he rejected his invitation. Once more, Ma'mun invited the Imam. This time, Ma'mun's envoys forced the Imam to embark on a journey to Marv, all against his will. The Imam certainly knew that it was his last journey, and he wouldn't come back to his homeland.
Like his honorable ancestors, Imam Reza enjoyed a high-level scientific position. Following Ma'mun's political ambitions, the Abbasid Caliph at the time called in scholars from different religions to debate with the Imam, hoping that he would at least once fail to answer the questions.
بگویید بپرسید ما منتظریم. من چگونه با کسی محاجه کنم که بر من از کتابی دلیل می آورد که من اون را منکرم و از پیامبری می گوید که من به او نگرویدم.
ای بزرگ نصرانی، من اگر دلیل و حجت از انجیل بیاورم تو را کفایت می کند؟
آیا من می توانم انجیل را منکر شوم؟
پس لطفی کن و صبور باش تا به وقتش با هم سخن بگوییم و دلیل و منطق یکدیگر را بشنویم. من بپرسم یا شما سوال میکنید؟
من سوال میکنم. چگونه نبوت محمد را اثبات میکنید؟
Despite Ma'mun's machinations, the outcome of the debates only added to the greatness of Imam Reza and elevated Shia Islam to a whole new level scientifically.
بیش از 20,000
More
سوال
than 20,000 questions were asked from Imam Reza in those debates. It goes without saying that all those debates were conducted under the watchful eyes of Abbasid agents. There was not even one question that the Imam couldn't answer. It must be noted that the questions were asked in different languages, and Imam Reza answered them in the language they were asked. This is a reason that the Imam, as one of the Prophet's successors, was appointed by God. There is not one single session reported in which the Imam's argument was not convincing. All those people who participated in the debates found the Imam's argument cogent. From those who asked the Imam to Ma'mun himself, who was the arbiter of the debates, to his men, who were mainly the Imam's enemies.
Imam Reza's trip to Khurasan was the last one of his life. It was in Khurasan where Ma'mun, the Abbasid Caliph, murdered him. His tomb drew hundreds of thousands of Shia pilgrims to Khurasan, and very soon the area was transformed into a flourishing city called Mashhad.